This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, good morning everyone. Shalom Aleichem, thanks for joining Agon Erev Shabbos. We're continuing in Mishna Berura, Daf Hashavua. We're in Siman Yud Gimel. Yesterday we saw the amazing svar of the Magen Avram, that the Magen Avram said that there's no isser to wear a four-corner garment without tzitzis. It's a mitzvah saseh to put it on. Now, if you don't put the strings on, you're mevatel an aseh. But if you can't do it, you're not mevatel an aseh. There's only nisad drabanan to wear it, and therefore mibnei kavod habrios you could continue wearing it. We're up to Seif Katan Yud. The Mechaber said that if you know on Shabbos that when you're in a Carmelis that the tzitzis you're wearing are Pasul, don't take it off. Says the Mishna Berura, Ratzalaymar, Bein shenifsak lei gam keren Talis v'nasas bas shalosh, whether the corner got ripped off and now there are only three corners, uvein shenifsak lei achas mitzitziyos of levad, or one of the strings got snapped, va'afilu haya kvar pasul b'shashiyatsin beisai, even if they're a pasul when you left your house, kivan de b'shash shalav shayloi noidalai, since at the time that you put it on, you didn't know about it, loy kansin alei, we do not knas you. The gadol kavod habrios, because people's kavod is very important. Now, let's take a little limud. If when you walk outside on Shabbos and you realize your tzitzis are pasul, but it's a domain midrabanan, so we say you're allowed to continue to carry midrabanan. Can you imagine you're allowed to continue to carry midrabanan? Because gadol kavod habrios. Now, carrying midrabanan is not pashat. It's not pashat that you're allowed to carry in a makam drabanan. A person has to give up all their money not to violate a drabanan. Yeah, but kavod habrios is greater. So imagine how careful you have to be with someone else's kavod habrios when there's no isser drabanan involved. It's just a matter of treating another person with respect. Imagine how important kavod habrios is. Vafilu b'talis gadol shalanu, even our talis gadol she'inanu noyagin lilbo shoysei kalayim. We don't typically wear it all day. Ela beis hatfilah shem mitzvah. V'leka bizoy b'hasarasa. It wouldn't be so embarrassing if you took off your talis gadol. I mean, people don't wear the talis gadol all day anyway. So what's the big deal if you take it off? Gam kein tzarich lasiroi. You don't have to take it off. Why? Deloi plug rabbanan bein talis to talis. The rabbis did not start making differences which talis you're wearing. Now, the Dirshu quotes in Sivkatan Tezvav that the talis gadol there is genai katan to take it off. I don't, and he's sort of bothered by a question. Why do I need the sort of loy plug? Why can't we just say it's a gnai katan to take care of talis? I believe later on in the Mishna Berura when he says it's a gnai katan to take care of talis, that's talking about when you're sitting in shul. When you're sitting in shul, in the middle of davening, everyone's wearing a talis, and you're the one guy who doesn't have the talis, maybe then it's a gnai katan. But here, to walk out in the street, it's not a gnai katan even to take off a talis gadol. People don't wear a talis gadol on the street. So loy plug. Fine. The Mishna Berura continues. The Hagon Rabbi Kiva Eger b'chidush mefakvik b'zeh. Rabbi Kiva Eger questions this, and they explain what's Rabbi Kiva Eger's question. The Chazal never said you're allowed to go with a talis and a karmelis without tzitzis. They said gadol kavod habrios doichel loisaseh. So if it's not a genai, how could you wear it? It's a very interesting loy plug. Well, loy plug. You don't have to take off a talis in the street when in a Rosh Hashanah you have to take it off. No, in a karmelis you don't take it off. But there's a reason you don't take it off. The reason you don't take it off because it's embarrassing. But what if it's not embarrassing? Rabbi Kiva Eger asks. Anyway, the Mishna Berura continue. The Ramah continues. Haga va'afilu talis katan shetachas begadav ein sarach lifshait. Even the talis katan under your shirt, you don't have to take it. Say, what's the big deal? Nobody's going to know. It's not like people could look at you and they say, oh, that guy is not wearing his talis katan. I mean, if you live in Bnei Brak or you're Hasidish, you wear the talis katan on your shirt, maybe it's embarrassing, but nobody knows for us. We wear it under our shirt. V'adinim nifsak echad min hatzitzios u'misbayish leisha b'loi talis. Likewise, if let's say one of your tzitzis snap, and you're embarrassed to sit without a talis, you could put it on. That's a you could put on a Pasul talis because of kavod habriyos. Why? Very interesting. Because what's wrong with wearing a talis without tzitzis? So the Rama adds, "V'dafka b'Shabbos asalat tzitzis." This is only on Shabbos that you're not to make tzitzis. Abachol kai gavna, but not during the week. On Shabbos, right? What's the issur of wearing a four-corner garment without tzitzis? It's an issur d'Rabbanan. It's not an issur d'Oraisa of wearing a four-corner garment without tzitzis. It's d'Rabbanan, because you're only mechuyev to put on. The only reason you're not aware is because you're mechuyev to put on tzitzis. But I can't on Shabbos, so it's only an issur d'Rabbanan. So on Shabbos, I'm allowed to put on a Pasul talis because I'm embarrassed. During the week, I'm not allowed to because there, it's taka and isur d'oraisa because I'm mechuyev mid'oraisa to put on tzitzis. I'm being mevatel a d'oraisa. On Shabbos, I'm not mevatel a d'oraisa. I'm only mevatel a d'Rabbanan. I'm only violating a d'Rabbanan. Says the Mishna Berura, shetachas begadav d'loi min kara milsa. It's not recognizable. Taking it off, getting it out from under the shirt is unusually embarrassing. Minhat tzitzias, if one of the strings of the tzitzis snap, perush, bein shabala basic knesset v'etzul bosh talisai. Whether you come to shul, you want to wear a talis, v'kodim levishasei matzat tzitzis psulim. Before you put it on, you see it's pasul. U'misbayish leishabram b'li talis, you're embarrassed to sit that way without a talis. You could put on without a bracha. Or if you saw a milv wearing it, that's it's a snap. You don't have to take it off. It depends on the person wearing it. If you're embarrassed, you can put on without a bracha. If you're not embarrassed, so one second, I think there's a big question here. The Rama is saying that if one of the strings snap and you're embarrassed, you could put it on. What do you mean? Why should it matter if I'm embarrassed or not? Loi plug. The rabbi said you could put on talesim that are pasul on Shabbos because of kavod habriyos. I am not embarrassed. Loi plug. No, there's no such loy plug. It's loy plug chachamim be talis kata and talis gadol. But we don't say loy plug whether you're embarrassed or you're not embarrassed. Okay. Siv kata yud gimel. You're embarrassed to sit that way. You could put on the talis, even though it's pasul. V'daf gim noidaloi hayoim. That's only if you only found out today that the talis was pasul. Avlam yadam erev Shabbos. You knew yesterday. Also love Shabbos. The havel is good meyasmal. You should have fixed it yesterday. But I forgot. Oh, you forgot? You could be a mekel. Achem shachach. If you forgot, yesh lahakel. Sivkat and yadalid. You can put them in cover of this. V'davkim ein yochel hasid in the talis shula. Talking about you can't borrow a talis. You borrow a talis. Let's hold it over here today. Thanks everybody for making the time to join us, and wish you all a wonderful Shabbos. Kol tov. See you Monday.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.